Hey everybody, welcome back to the Yokomo SD9 Sport Kit Build Series. Today we're going to be working on the front and rear shock towers and then mounting them onto the chassis. Let's get started. We're going to need the contents of bag 8. Okay, looks like we're building turnbuckles again. We need to build 4 of these 53mm turnbuckles. So let's get started on that. Okay, if you don't know what a turnbuckle is, basically it's an adjustable rod that connects 2 parts of the cart together. In this case, it's going to be the shock tower to the front and rear hub carriers. And what's unique about turnbuckles is that when you use a wrench and turn this in either direction, the rod will either lengthen or shorten depending on which way you turn. And if you think about it, the way that works, if these were both threaded in the same direction, when you turn it, one side's going to get longer and the other side's going to get shorter. So what's unique is both of these sides threads are going to be threaded the same direction. On one side is going to be clockwise, on the other side is going to be counterclockwise. So we have to build these carefully. And if you look, you can see there's a little notch on this side of the rod, and that corresponds to that. And that means this side is going to be counterclockwise and this side is going to be clockwise. All right, let's get started building. So we need to build 4 of these rods. That means we need all 8 of these rod ends. Again, if you don't have one of these, this is a ball end wrench, and these come in really handy. So it's specially made so that the ball end would fit into the wrench and you can use this to turn. So again, this side is where the notch is, and that's corresponds with this. So this side is going to be counterclockwise to tighten. Okay, and we need the rod to be 53mm from end to end, and we also need to make sure the ball cups, one side is facing down and one side is facing away from us. So let's see how long my first one is. Okay, made it a little bit too short, so I need to back this out a little bit. All right, I think that's as close as I'm going to get. All right, let's build 3 more. All right, I have 4 53mm length turnbuckles. Let's go ahead and get started putting them on. So let's take a look at this front shock tower. So it looks like this side, where it's notched this way, is going to be this side, and this side is where we're going to put the ball studs and where the links are going to go. So let me put on all the hardware and then we'll snap on the links last. So it looks like it's going to be this pin right here in the 3rd hole. And then down here, it's going to be this corner hole right here. For the ball stud, we're going to use a 2mm hex wrench. Okay, it's going to look like this. Now we're just going to snap these on. So before I put the second one on, I want to show you something. The first one I put on, the notch is on this side right there, facing towards the shock tower. What I want to do on this side is to point it in the same direction. So I'm going to have the notch on the outside for this one. And the reason is whatever direction this is mounted on the chassis, I believe it's going to be this way. It's going to be mounted this way on the chassis. No matter which side I'm working on, I'm going to turn in the same direction to lengthen and shorten it. So you don't really have to figure out, oh, well, this side is going to be turning it forward, this side is going to be turning it back. They're going to be both the same. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the notch on the outside for this side. All right. Okay, we're done with the front tower. Let's put this on. And this is the front. What we're going to do is put it on right there. And it's going to be the M3 by 10 screws. Okay. So when you're done, the front tower should look something like that. Okay, for the rear, it's a little bit hard to tell just looking at it which side is this side and which side is going to mount against the chassis. So I'm going to take this, put it over here, and just take a quick look. I think it's going to be this side facing out because this side has the lines and kind of the indentation for the two screw holes here on the transmission case. So this side is going to be inside like that. So the ball stud is going to go on this side and the screw is going to go on this side. Okay, and then the ball studs are going to go to the middle hole. When you're done with the rear shock tower, it's going to look something like this. And this side with the grooves is going to go on to the chassis like that. And this time we're going to be using the 12mm screws. Okay, and when you're done, it should look like that. All right, very important. When you're done, we're going to snap the turnbuckles in there. So again, I'm going to reference what I have in the front. And actually, my steering links are opposite. So I can probably fix that too. So all my links are going to be in the same direction. Either way, the notch is going to be on this side. So now you can see all the turnbuckles are turned in the same direction. And now whatever turnbuckle I'm going to work on, I know if I turn in the same direction, it's either going to extend it or shorten the turnbuckle. So today we assembled the front and rear shock towers and mounted them on the chassis. Next video, we're going to be assembling the hub carriers, front and rear. And then we're going to install them onto the chassis, the video after that. So thanks for watching this video. If you got anything out of it, please drop a like. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.